Right, quick video on using wiki. So to the left here is what they call the river. So if I create, you can select these with left and just move them around. You can control and right mouse click to select multiple ones. Double click them to open them and it opens the tiddler. Now I've created a special to-do tiddler here and it's got the instructions in it, but I'll go through the process of creating a tiddler and linking it to something. So there's two ways to create a tiddler. You can create and you can create one up here, but it doesn't appear on the map. I'm going to delete that tiddler. The best way to create a tiddler is by double clicking somewhere on the map. So then you create the tiddler, it appears on the map, and it's like anything else. The exception to this is if you want to create one of these to-do lists items. Obviously, if they're not on the map anywhere, they're hidden. Anything with the tag task, the tag called task, is hidden. So if I choose the tag task, save. Now what's happened is they've all appeared. They're actually all down here. And that's sort of, I'm not quite sure how you get around that, because these are still tagged as tasks, but because I created a task that's on the map, then it sort of made them all visible. The way you change that, and I put the instructions in a wiki somewhere. I put it in the to-do list. So in the to-do list, if they appear on the map like these have, this is what you do. You open this hamburger menu, you go to configure and filter, and this line here is the filter that says don't display anything with the tag task. So I'm going to Control X to delete that, paste it in the bottom and do OK, and they all disappear again. It's just one of the quirky things to do with this special to-do task. Now that task is that it there? I'm going to delete it as well. How I should have created that was using this, and then it wouldn't have appeared on the map. So it's just one of those funny things. But most of the time you're creating one on the map. So if you are doing something about Blender, then you might want to link it to Blender. So I'm going to write a heading, double speech marks. Blender is open source. I'll just do that for now. So we've got there's all sorts of formatting, and I've put it in here as well. So this is a good place to come. So if I wanted that in a big quote, have we got big quotations here somewhere? I don't think I have. Is it the copy paste sheet? There we go. I quite like this one. This dramatic quote. You gotta get used to clicking delete because you're not like deleting a document. So I put dramatic quote in there. Copy that out. Right. Myself, Bob Smith, say. There's a quote from Bob Smith. Save. And now it's in giant speechy marks and it's got Bob Smith. It's just a bit of formatting, it's nice. More often than not, I use a couple of things. I use hash to do lists. I go part one, well, I have to do part, yeah, part one. Then do thing, hash, then other thing. And that turns into a numbered list. I forget how you do the other ones. What's the other ones? Stars. If you use stars, it's unbulleted list. Pressing up key. It's just dots, whatever, you know. But it's nice to have you might need a list of some things. Tables are pretty cool. Tables, they use a split vertical. This thing is used quite a lot because it's next to Z. I think if I do this, if I do type description desk split vertical, I'm going to do fish, it's ims dog, oops, it barks. Simple table. I think it's a table. Yeah, so it's made a table. It swans. There's all sorts of formatting, but if I wanted this to be in the centre, you just put a space. Oops, at the beginning and end. Because my key can just. So now they should be centred. So these are centred, they're all centred, and I think, well, I just want these to be left justified. You can just get rid of that space, or right justified. I think so to make something, if I want to make that right justified, I get rid of that space there. I think, from what I remember, it's just got tables in it. Oh yeah, if you put a H after the end, it's a header. Aren't we? Click that. Let's put a H here, that makes that one a header. There you go. There's all sorts of things. So that's a table. A lot of the time I just use semicolon for heading and colon for the entry. Oops. I use this typically for like workflows and stuff. You get a heading and that, so it's like might be something like copy paste. So I should save it everything. Then I'd go highlight text, press Control-C. Control-V to paste. That would be like the workflow for doing. Do you know what I mean? And then underneath I can do another one. I get lots of workflows like that. But that's the strange thing is about wiki. At first, this X is usually delete something, and so it's quite difficult to get used to. You're not deleting stuff and it not going away. Obviously, you've got all these things up here. You know, you could do make something, just highlight it and press H1. Just one speech marks. Oh, I see. Superscript, subscript, all sorts of stuff you want to just put symbols in. But anyway, that's basically created a tiddler. And if I wanted to link to Blender, for instance, I do the easiest way. I just click this link, and we'll link to Blender. Save it, and it does an arrow, joins it up. I tend to, with these, I haven't sort of got into it much. This is about. I tend to do something like that at the bottom, perhaps, just so I can keep them all together. The other thing I'll do is change their colour. So to change the colour, you edit as normal, and down at the bottom here you put field name, colour, then add, click the button, click orange, add it to custom colours. Well, go OK, save, red. So now we've got orange. Obviously I could also link it to Unity. Link Unity. Do you know what I mean? It's a lot of flexibility. I think you can edit all these things as well and change the different sorts of what they say, what the links are. It's like you'll have to have a look at the map wiki. Oh, not that one. Tiddly map. Have a look at these videos and see what this guy's done. But yeah, that's how you link things to each other. I think that's it. I think you can search for nodes like that. You obviously can zoom in and out really as big as you like. And there is some other stuff about views, and it's quite an interesting one. You have this live view. Oh, let's do not new. So let's say we're looking at linking and we do a live view. It gives us a view of things we're looking at that's related to us. It's not showing us stuff we're not looking at. If I if I click about Blender, then go back to the map, our live view is just giving us about Blender. It's when maps get really big, they you can have like a localized thing with the live view, and then when you go back, I've called it new view. Okay, so perhaps if I linked Unity to wiki, and then we looked at about Blender, and I did live view, then it's given us this. You can configure the live view how far away stuff is before it's not linked. I don't use it much, but I use new view, and Unity is not linked to wiki. Save X. So anyway, that's a little introduction I've given. I made a to-do one for you. I've made Blender and Unity. You might not use Blender. You can delete that. I've given you some tasks to do if you want to save and make. What I'd suggest is make it a folder specifically for your wikis, and then have subfolders for like backups and videos and images, and then try and what I try and do is make it so it's offline-able. So that's it. I've done the video. I'm going to get rid of this. X.